Now, since April, both sides have been racing to negotiate an agreement. India still seems hopeful. Does this announcement dash those hopes?
I don't think so. I think that now we are in 4 months in these negotiations about tariffs, and so far we have a number of agreements, and we're kind of midway, I would say, maybe more than midway. 60% of the nations have already agreed on some kind of after some kind of negotiation on what the tariffs are going to be. And we are kind of in the middle of it. And of course, China, India, a few other countries are remaining. So that's more or less where we are.
Last year, the US had a trade deficit of $45.8 billion with India. As we heard in that report just a moment ago, the US says that India has been closed to US products. Is Trump right in saying that India's tariffs are some of the highest in the world? Is there an unfair trade relationship there?
I think the relationship is perceived from Washington is uneven, and that's what the Trump administration is trying to fix. Now, at the same time, the goal of zero deficit for every country is not going to happen. I mean, it's not possible. So it might be a starting point for negotiations, but eventually there will be some deficit or surplus from every country compared to the United States. So there is no guarantee that the goal of the Trump administration, the stated goal, is going to be achieved.
Economists in India say that from a political or geopolitical lens, they see both sides still striving to get a deal done, even if that means that the power equation leans in the US favour. How do you see this playing out geopolitically, especially in regards to security and energy?
Well, it's true that in many dimensions, the United States is a very powerful country, and that was seen most clearly in the negotiation with the European Union, which ended up with the European Union not getting the best possible deal from their point of view. So I think that it's not surprising that Trump is going to try to press India politically as on many different dimensions, including on buying weapons from Russia. So that might be a sticky point. We'll see how that works out. But in some way, given the extremely powerful position of the United States, I would not be surprised if even on that issue, there might be some backsteps by India.
And this additional penalty has been imposed on India for its trade relationship with Russia to pressure Moscow to come to a ceasefire with Ukraine. Given in 2023, India became the largest importer of Russian oil, surpassing China, what does this mean for the country's energy sector?
Well, we'll see. I mean, the energy markets are pretty big. There are ways to substitute. Maybe they are a bit more expensive given the fact that the Russian oil is sold under sanctions. Maybe it will be a bit more expensive for India if it's substituted to somebody else. But I don't think that as far as energy is concerned, there is an issue of insufficiency. I mean, each one of these countries is going to be able to find enough energy resources at maybe slightly different prices.
All right, Nicholas Economides, we'll leave it there. Really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.